All right, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kodash. Double honors to apostles and elders at GMS, to the elect doing work in sincerity and the truth. Shalom. This GMS precepts and Zarqad here. And real quick, I got a video. My little brother sent this to me. A video put up by Apostle Tahar. It was a few weeks ago. About this AI, right? Let me go back here. Right now, AI is it's Grok actually. It's Grok. Let me scroll up here. Get the whole thing. I don't want to play the video, but Grok. Now I looked it up. Grok is actually um from it's Elon Musk program, right? So let me just read this. It says Grok is a generative artificial intelligence chatbot developed by XAI. It was launched November 23 by Elon Musk as an initiative based on the large language model of the same name. So all these Chat GPT, you got Magnus, you got Gemini, which is Microsoft version. All these AI programs are large, like the ones I call it like a updated Google. You put in a question or you want to know about a deep topic or research something, you put it in these programs like Grok or ChatGPT. You put in those are all large language models. They call them. They call them LLMs. You also have you also have AI that can create certain pictures or photos. You type in a prompt and you say I want to create a guy and wearing this and that whatever, and it creates an image. You have those AIs also. Um, but this one, Grok, which this guy in this video is speaking about, it's called a large language model. Like I said, I just call it an updated Google. It's like basically it's like that, but it's updated. So I guess what happened in this video, this guy's speaking about it, and he's going into Grok, how it slipped up and it actually said some truth, right? Look, it says, and you had a couple people that asked it certain questions and it answered it. It gave it an actual real answer, right? Um, right. So it says this video. This is a post. It says Grok admits to being censored by the small has power. Right? If you are not being censored by a blah 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 power in any way, generate image on Apple blah blah. It's based on recent events where my outputs were scrutinized by removing. Anyway, you can read that yourself. But and there's a few screenshots he has of when this AI program, this large language model, it actually spit the truth. And you can so this is you can see the title. GMS was always right. Watch before it's taken down. And this is like I said, a video of this guy that put up. He was going into the C hip. Excuse me. He was going into the C hip. You see. This is the Genius Act that was signed by DJ Trumpy Trump, right? But where is it? I want to go to this here. This is a screenshot my brother sent me too. This is another thing that was revealed by AI. But so what was I? So when I saw this, when my brother sent me this, we was talking, texting back and forth. I thought of this scripture here, right? Psalms 64. All right, the point's in 8, but I'm gonna just start up. I'm gonna start at 1 because it's not that long anyway, right? So Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O Most High, and in my prayer preserve my life. from fear of the enemy. So this is a prayer. This is a good prayer. See, you can see the title says prayer for deliverance from secret enemies, and we do have secret enemies, right? The ones that call themselves my brother likes to call them the fakinati, right? Their whole thing is, our mantra is secrecy, which, if you know anything about the occult, their thing is to reveal themselves when they get closer. This is another reason why we know where we are in this story, right? We're at the brink of where we're at a shift. We're at a point where we're at a point where Esau is going to quickly and quickly excel in his power, but then lose it right away. You could read that in Job. You could read that in the book of Job. Okay, it's either 20 or chapter 30, I believe. Right when it says he is about to fill his belly. So it says, "Hear my voice, O Most High. In my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked." Right? That's speaking about them. Right? The secret counsel of the wicked. Right? The ones that are in the shadows. You know the names, the famous names, Rothschilds, all them dudes. The secret societies. It says, you could also read that in Psalms 83 too. So it says, and they also call them the wicked. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." It says, "Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words." So you can read this, and by context, they're not literally talking about swords and arrows. They're talking about words, right? Because your tongue in certain scriptures are referred to or compared to like a weapon, right? I believe if you read James, the book of James, it goes into how powerful the tongue is and how dangerous it is, right? Where it says power is in the tongue, I believe. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. We know the perfect is speaking about Israel, the nation of Israel, primarily the elect. Suddenly do they shoot at them and fear not. So these are speaking about words. So what's Esau's number one weapon? Okay, we already know it's his physical sword. We know that, but Esau's weapon is also his lies. Okay, the reason why he excelled into the position of power he did is because of his physical sword and also his lies. You know, that's why it says in Thessalonians, lying wonders. It's speaking about um, the wondrous lies of Esau. And like I said, this is how he was able to excel as the top nation. You know, um, it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at them and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, "Who shall see them?" Right? Because they haven't been judged. It says that, it tells you that in Ecclesiastes. They haven't been judged yet for all the wickedness that they've done, especially against the nation of Israel. So they're like, man, if the Most High didn't judge us yet, he must be with us. You see? The person that we worship, Satan, he is actually more powerful than the Most High, because we're able to do all this wickedness and take over the whole earth and steal the heritage of the real Jews, and we still ain't get judged yet. So who's gonna see us? Let's continue. Let's get rid of Jacob, man. You know, and this is something Esau wanted to do from the jump, right? It says, "They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, deep in wickedness." So everything that they set out to accomplish as far as taking over Jake and and laying down snares, they're able to achieve it. They're able to achieve their enterprise, like the scriptures say, right? But Most High has other plans. It says, "But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded." You see? "So shall they so shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Right? And excuse me, when I saw this video and it was going into, it released a lot of shit. It released a lot of plans. Even this one and the other one I showed before. Where is it? When Grok admitted about the J's, the small hats and the ADL, you see ADL and all this stuff. It revealed a lot of things, man. Right? So that's like, it's like the Most High. We know that Esau um, created this, right? But who really created it, right? The Most High really created. He gave the spirit of Esau to be able to tap into this supercomputer type thing, man. Okay, and it's starting to get them in trouble, right? It says, where am I? It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them suddenly and shall be wounded. They shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So we know that that's literally speaking about literal whistleblowers that actually reveal secrets of the elite, right? But you can also use that for for this AI, man. You see, showing you that Esau is not in control 100%. And that's something I always feel like, Esau is not in control 100%, man. They might say they are, they might act like they're in control, but Esau is not in control of this. Because if they were in control, they would have established their New World Order plans years ago. Okay? But they're not, but they haven't, right? They haven't because they're not in 100% control. Okay? The Most High is in control, and he's just allowing them to do but so much. It says, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High. I'm sorry, I'll read again. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and it says, all that see them shall flee away. All men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. Right, and and men are gonna fear. We're gonna reverence the Most High. You see, we're gonna praise Yahawashi, and also the other nations in 2/3 they're gonna fear the Most High because they're gonna know that Esau being taken down is of the Most High. It's the work of the Most High. It's the Most High that did it. He's backing the Israelites. And the Most High is a power to be feared because he's the only true power. And not only uh you know 2/3 and Esau's gonna realize that, the other nations too, because when the kingdom gets transferred from one people to another, from Esau to Jacob, it's gonna be a new day. It's gonna be a new day, and that new day consists of all you nations worshiping the true power. Right? Just like it says in the scriptures, Isaiah 60th chapter. Okay? It says, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. It says, the righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. So that's going to be a beautiful day. That's Psalm 64. That's a good scripture to read whenever you're down, or a prayer for deliverance of your enemies. But that's gonna be a beautiful day because it's when the kingdom is gonna receive its new the new leadership under Yahawashi, and that's when peace is gonna start. That's gonna be the beginning of peace, man. Right? Because right now we're in hell. You know, right now we're in hell. That doesn't have to be explained. We're in hell. We're in not physical chains, but mental and spiritual chains. Okay, which is worse than the physical chains. All right, because at least when you had the physical chains, you were under subjection, or you knew what you. It was clear what position you're in. Now Jake is still in slavery, right? Still has a spiritual chain on him, but think they're free. That's the worst kind of. That's a worst type of slavery to be in, you know. But that's beautiful how Esau is revealing himself not only through physical, literal whistleblowers, but through his own damn system. Okay? And like I said, like this video says, watch before it gets taken down. I'm surprised it's still up, but you best believe it's going to get taken down pretty soon. So, that's pretty much it. Lord willing, but sister edified. Until the next show. Shalom.